Here for CarPlayer TV for another edition of High Stakes Living. We're here in Las Vegas and we're about to tour Ari's training center. This is where poker players learn the art of multi-tabling online. We're about to meet David Chicotsky and Ari Engel to show us their state-of-the-art training center. Let's go.
Hey, welcome to Ari's training center.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Come in. Glad to have you. This is the Maven. You might recognize him as my #1 protege.
Hi there.
Best student. We're looking for new ones, but he's got an impressive record to live up to.
Well, it's good to meet you guys, and I'm so excited to see this place. I've heard so much about it, so where should we start?
We have an office in here. This is where we handle all of our business operations, answering the phone, emails. We run our security system through here. And just to show you how hard our business manager works, he actually crashes here probably every other night. Just does like 15 hours of work, crashes, wakes up, does some more. Then we'll give a couple days off, let him go out to the mountains and relax. But yeah, we do a lot of work in here, and this is my new grind. Answering emails and phone calls and just trying to keep the machine rolling.
The business side of poker.
The business end of it, yeah.
Here's a bathroom that students will use, and Zach when we need, and yep, let's go out here to
notice the sign in there.
I know, I was just gonna say
yeah.
that. It's very professional.
Well said. We're really into being healthy. We obviously have a lot of people coming from all over the country, so everyone has to wash their hands afterwards. We don't want any diseases.
This is Ari's vehicle, which I drive. So people are always like, what kind of car do you have? I go, I don't have a car.
Whatever Ari lists for.
And I was just showing you earlier that showing Ari, I had to point out that I just dinged his car yesterday.
On what?
On the minivan. I own a minivan. It's pretty cool.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you got a lot of little kids that you got to drive around.
exactly,
you know?
and they'll see upstairs. There's like a whole bunk bed area and
Yeah.
everything. But basically, yeah, we'll wheel people back and forth between the casinos with the minivan, and then I'll hot rod around town in this thing.
So coming around here is my room. My bed, dresser. I've been traveling, just got back from Australia, Atlantic City, New York, Florida. I have another computer here, which is just a backup in case I want to mess around. I got my laptop here. We're big into computers in this house.
Yeah, needless to say, you're a minimalist.
Yeah, I have enough supplies for myself, so this is all good. Yeah, in here, yeah. Speaking of minimalist, my closet. Don't have too much stuff. Like I said, I still haven't unpacked everything, but very nice. And bathroom here. Nice bath jacuzzi there. Shower. Standard bathroom.
So when we moved in here, I tried to get Ari to let me use this room here and this bathroom. I said, like, I'll give you a couple hundred extra or whatever. He was having none of it. So I had these grand visions of having like my own nice Las Vegas master bedroom, hot tub and everything else. But no, you'll see he relegated me to the far corner. But yeah, nice little room here.
It's good for business.
This room right here is two things. One, we have my Kung Fu instructor in and out of here all week long. He's our private security. We've hired him on an ongoing basis to keep the house secure, keep us secure, and keep us out of trouble too.
He also helps us with our mental state and physical state. He's and you know, especially we have these long grinds where for a month straight we'll be working 12 hours a day, and he'll keep us in shape and at least semi, active. Here I have all my library here, my books, a bunch of mainly Jewish books here. We got the Talmud here, various different commentaries here, and we're big into reading books. No one I know reads more than Maven, so yeah, we're very big into keeping up to date, both poker and in other sources.
So I get the kind of the minimalist thing going here a little bit too. I don't have a car, but I've got a very expensive mattress. So this is, I've got the king size Tempur-Pedic with the down comforter and all that kind of stuff. Kind of always wanted that growing up middle America. I was like, had a normal twin size bed. I'm like, one day I want that down comforter. I want the nice pillows. When I quote made it, I went ahead and got this. And if you'll notice, I've also got one of my favorite poker players, Eric Baldwin here. You know, we've got Jason Mercier and Eric Baldwin, two of the nicest guys in poker and good local guys, everything else. So yeah, basically we read everything. We're complete poker junkies and we love it. I got my guitar here.
I was gonna say, do you play?
I play a little bit.
See a little something?
Show a little something I wrote. But basically, you know, I just doodle around. I'm pretty much bad at all instruments. I play the bass guitar, the piano, the drums. I'm like probably 2 out of 10 on everything, but I can play everything.
So next here we have our snorers room. So we'll show the other room in a second, but we isolate the snorers here so everyone gets a good night's sleep. Or let's say we got 2 friends that come, they can stay in this room together, or if need be, it'll be a single also. So it's just another standard room. And
this is the barracks. This is where all of the students stay if there's a lot of students, basically. Big lots, got all the big storage facilities here. And yeah, basically we can hold probably about 10 students at a time. These days, the majority of them stay at casinos, local casinos, Red Rock or something like that. But definitely we have a room for them.
Here we'll have either myself or Maven or our top students will be leading sessions in here. And so they'll be training from the front there. Our students will be sitting here taking notes.
Yeah, so basically the first day of training, I'll sit people here, normally about 6 or 7 at a time. I'll go up there and have a little lecture. This year I spent about 6 months writing a 100-page poker book with examples. And I go through that book and just break down all the points that basically Ari taught me back in the day. I relay that to my students. We have Mycon, the icon, Lacey Jones, the one and only, and Michael Kemp here, one of our good students. So we did a lot of adding on in this house. We added on walls here, walls there, walls everywhere. And one thing we added on was a sunroom. Everyone's able to sit out here and talk poker. This is my cat, better known as Ari's cat. Her name's Stash, because she has a white mustache.
Maven had to beg me big time, or / bribe me big time to allow me to have a cat here. I'm not a big animal fan, so
at first when he would see that, he would go, oh. I go, Ari, you realize this is probably the nicest animal on earth. Like, nicer than you and I. So this is one of my frivolities. Ari couldn't believe it when I bought it, but this is a completely insulated cat house. And then, as I was mentioning earlier, we have our Kung Fu instructor in and out of the facility. He does a lot of training with our students. He's my life coach, Ari's life coach. He's helped us a ton. You can go to lvkungfu.com and check him out. But this is what we call Bob. And you know, we just practice on him, just do all of our little moves. And yeah, it's kind of good sublimation. If you have a bad beat or two, you can come out here and just wail on it. But you know, again, any little tiny edge we can figure out, we're all about it.
Here we have what's called the sukkah. Once a year, according to Jewish law, we got to stay in here for 7 days. It's not, hasn't been in use in a few months, but basically, some people will live in there, some people will just stay here and eat the meals, and I'll spend the week out here each year, and yeah, that's that.
So basically, this is the kitchen area. We have the owner of Capriati's, Smiley, and the CEO here as well. So I've been hard selling them all day to get a sponsorship. Just all I gotta have is a little bit of Capriati's patch here, and then just feed me. That's all I'm asking for. So today they did just that. We have my favorite sandwich, which is the capastrami. And every single day we have Valerie come here and cook. She cooks an all organic meal, all fresh every single day. And the house stays spotless. And we appreciate all the good work. So what do we have today?
We have a chicken pasta dish with oregano and asparagus, lots of vegetables in it.
Yeah, we get a lot of vegetable protein and try to stay healthy. That's one of our main ways of doing it. We've probably got 10 or 12 of these different types of hot tea. Ari goes to Amazon and just orders in bulk.
Big shout out to Yogi Tea Company. They make the best teas. I got like 5 flavors here, and I got another order in line.
Looking into Ari's kitchen here, basically from my end of things, I've got some blueberry juice here. Jamie Gold be damned, this is better than eating blueberries, this is drinking your blueberries. So we have that, we have, again, something for energy, maybe an organic raw cranberry drink. Try to stay away from like sugary substances. Lots of fruit, lots of energy, nice and tasty. And just in general, nothing too special. I like to get a lot of these jellies, black cherry, blueberry, this, that, and the other.
Here we have the real center of our Ari Training Center. So in general, Maven will be sitting here. There'll be, there's three monitors here, huge screens. Each monitor, 1, 2, 3, 4, behind there also, each monitor will display his whole card. So rather than everyone sitting on top of him, you could be spaced out throughout the room. You can sit on these lovely couch there. Extremely comfortable environment to learn.
Let me introduce you a couple of people here. A couple of our students back behind you. We have Oral Hershiser from the Dodgers. He's representing the Dodgers.
Yeah, well, ESPN now.
And ESPN now.
Yeah.
And his son, Jordan. And we also have the #1 gamer in the world, Fatality. He's being trained by Jesus Ferguson and myself, and I just want him to be the best ever. And I think that he'll be better than me within about 5 days, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, this is a great, a little more room in this room, but another similar idea here. This will be my setup here, and I'll be sitting here playing. I usually only play 3 or 4 tables, unlike the Maven who will play a lot. And but we have the same idea where students will come here. I'll be explaining exactly why I do this, why I didn't do that. Each move doesn't go unexplained, and students are free to ask me any kinds of questions. And my monitor will be broadcast. The contents of my monitor will be broadcast to the other monitors. So a look at our training center would not be complete without our jewelry section, obviously.
I wouldn't say our, I'd say your.
Okay, yeah. I've won 2 World Series poker circuit rings. This was in '07, and this was this year in '09. And this is a Bellagio 1K tournament that I won. Maven took down the Venetian 2500 main event during last summer. So that's our.
How do you think I bought all this? And then we also have all of our hats. We give all of our students hats, the Maven VT, and but basically this is the nuts and bolts of the training facility. And as you can see, we can train about 15 people at a time. The last training center session we had was kind of hectic because Ari was doing his own group and I was doing my own group at the same time. So we had 10, 12, 14 people in and out of the different rooms.
And it was still super comfortable, and everyone, in general, we won't be doing them at the same time. So I'll be able to help a little bit on Maven sessions, and Maven will come in and help on mine. But we have the capability to fit 15 people approximately, and when we do outgrow this place, we have plans.
Well, thank you so much for showing me your place. I'm really excited to see the students we met and see how they do in the future. So,
Same here.
It was great to have you here, and we appreciate Card Player TV coming, and look forward to maybe doing something else in the future.
It was great to meet you.
Nice seeing you. Schoenfeld, where are you?
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
I'll see you.
And that was the home of Ari Engel. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of High Stakes Living. We'll see you next time. I'm Christiana for Card Player TV.